Today we have 5 bold predictions for Money in the Bank Toronto, including Drew McIntyre becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. And we're just gonna dive right into it, Brady, getting into our 5 predictions for Money in the Bank. And as always, the Predictions Championship is on the line, and right now, we're tied up 1-1. I got Wrestlemania, Brady got Backlash. We didn't do one for Scotland because I was over there, so now we're doing our 3rd predictions video with the Predictions Championship on the line. So, with that said, Brady, let's just jump right into it here. We got the women's Money in the Bank match. We're starting it out hot here, where the competitors are Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Zoe Stark, and Chelsea Green. Brady, I'm going to give you the floor.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking for the women's Money in the Bank match. Now, how perfect would it be for me to be in attendance while my girl climbs the ladder and wins the briefcase? How perfect would that be, right? A little too perfect. And you know what? I'm not going to be optimistic in this video because I've been optimistic in the past and it's gotten me nowhere. So I think, and you know what I also think? I think it's probably going to be by the hands of probably Nia Jax that my girl is probably going to get fumbled at Money in the Bank. Now, I ain't completely upset because my prediction for this one is your girl. I think it's going to be Tiffy time. I think it's the right time for Tiffy time over on SmackDown, you know, and because, you know, they got that little BFF thing going on with Nia Jax and whatnot, you know, always there in her corner. And, you know, with her in the SummerSlam angle, I don't know. I can just see it making sense. You put 1 and 1 together, you make 2, and this is what I see. I'm going with Tiffany Stratton for the women's Money in the Bank, although I want to see Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good pick. I think, me personally, I think I gotta go with your girl, Chelsea Green here. I think it's, I'd love to see Tiffany Stratton. No, I want it to be Tiffy time in Toronto, but I think it's too soon. I think, you know, there is an angle there that could work, but it just seems like Chelsea Green kind of needs that push. I mean, she's been, you know, Piper Niven's mouthpiece, and obviously she didn't win at Clash at the Castle. So it's time for Chelsea to be kind of pushed here, I think. I think her winning the Money in the Bank and that whole, you know, theory we talked about with her cashing it in on the vacant Divas title and making it a mid-card title would be the ideal way to have this go. So my pick here has got to be Chelsea Green, Brady. But
hey man, I hope you're right.
Yeah, we got to hear your guys' predictions for this match down below in the comment section. We're going to get into the next match here, Brady, which is the men's Money in the Bank, where we have LA Knight. Yeah. We have Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, yeet. And we have not Santos Escobar, Andrade, sorry. And then we have, so that's the 6 competitors for this match. I guess I'll start it off here, Brady. I got a pretty wacky, crazy theory for how this is going to play out in Toronto, and that involves Drew McIntyre winning the Money in the Bank. I think that he wins this cleanly. I don't think there's any interference. I think there will be interference from the Wyatt 6 onto Chad Gable. I think that will definitely happen. I think it would be cool to see the lights go out and Uncle Howdy meets him at the top of the ladder. I think that would be really fun to see. But my pick here is Drew McIntyre. I think he wins this, and I think he cashes it in on the main event after that is all over. And, you know, I'll talk a little bit more about that once we get to the main event. But my pick for this match is Drew McIntyre.
You know what? I knew it was going to happen, so at least it didn't happen on the first one, but I gotta go with Drew as well, man. It just, I don't know, it all seems too good. Like, too proper of a way. I watched 2016 Money in the Bank earlier, and Ambrose said that he's going to win the Money in the Bank and he's going to cash in that night. And I mean, you know, Drew McIntyre got the same vibe here. So I can see him winning and I can see him cashing in. And I can also see, yeah, okay, I won't get into the main event. Okay, I won't get into the main event. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Getting ahead of myself here. Just a little too amped up for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Let's go. Yeah, Drew is my pick to win as well. And I also do think that he's going to cash in. And I'm crazy hyped that I'm probably going to see cash in.
Yeah, that's going to be sick. I hope he does win it. Both of us picking Drew McIntyre here. I would love to pick LA Knight. Yeah. Because he definitely deserves a big push. But I think there's something bigger to come for LA Knight, especially now with him and Logan Paul beefing. Maybe Logan Paul comes out to cost LA Knight the Money in the Bank, and that's how they tee up SummerSlam. That could be a way that this goes as well. But 2 picks for Drew McIntyre here. We're going to get into the next match, Brady, which is the 6-man tag match between Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa. So it looks like Tonga Loa is out of this match, Brady. We have Tama Tonga, the MFT. We have Solo and the new member, Jacob Fatu. What is your pick for this match, Brady?
So Jacob Fatu has been confirmed.
Yeah, that's what's on the graphic.
Let's go. Well, the graphic is saying Jacob Fatu. I gotta go with the Bloodline here, man. You know, I was kind of against the Bloodline a little bit there before they brought in Jacob Fatu, just because, you know, I seen they were missing that little bit of extra edge. Because, I mean, Tonga Loa, he's cool. Tama Tonga is actually pretty cool. And then Solo is just there, and, you know, I think Solo is cool, but Jacob Fatu really gives them that edge that they need. And after seeing the ceremony, man, he reminded me so much of Umaga, just the way that he paced around that ring and the way his eyes were widened and stuff. And you just love to see that from an enforcer. And that's exactly what Jacob Fatu was doing for Solo Sikoa. I don't know who's going to eat the pin. I can't see it being Randy. I mean, Kevin Owens could eat the pin. Cody could eat the pin. Solo could pin Cody, I guess. Maybe setting up a little heat for SummerSlam. So that could be a possibility. But yeah, I'm going Bloodline on this end.
Yeah, don't mean to copy you or anything, but my pick is the Bloodline here. I think it just makes sense for them to keep going with this Bloodline rules all on SmackDown angle. It would be cool to see Cody and RKO get it done at Money in the Bank, but I really do see somehow, some way, the Bloodline's gonna make their antics work here for them to win this match, and I think it'd be nice to see Jacob Fatu get a win in his debut, I guess, match with the Bloodline, so yeah, that'd be cool as well. So my pick here is Bloodline. Brady's pick here is the Bloodline, but Brady, I'm gonna ask you, can I make a bold prediction for an extra point here?
You go ahead, man.
So my bold prediction for this match is Randy Orton turns heel. That is my prediction. I think we've seen Randy staring at that title in Cody Rhodes' hand for too long. And I think it's time for Randy to hit Cody Rhodes with an RKO to set up a match between them. I think that would be really, really cool. I'd love to see Randy Orton turn heel, but it is looking like they're trying to go with Cody versus Solo at SummerSlam. But personally, I would rather see a Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Wouldn't you, Brady?
I would too, yeah. All that history between Cody and Randy and the cinema that Triple H puts together, you know. Just finished watching the Behind the Curtain documentary. This man, you know, he just rolls with the flow and listens to the people, and that's what I love about Triple H, man. He's just a man of the people, always has been. You know what? Say what you like. You can call him whatever you like, but he cooks, and you can't deny that.
Yeah, we love Triple H here on the channel. He's our boy here. He's cooking up big time, and I would love to see Randy Orton heel again. The Legend Killer Randy Orton was so much fun, and I think he deserves one more heel run before, you know, he hangs up the boots. But that's our predictions. We're going Bloodline, and my extra point being Randy Orton heel turn, which, you know, if I had to put it at a probability, I'd probably put it at a 15% chance that happens. I just really want to see it. But we're going to get into the next match here, which is the Intercontinental title match between Bron Breakker and Sami Zayn. And Brady, I'm going to start it out here. I think it's time for the Wolf Dogs and Bron Breakker to be howling in Toronto when he lifts that Intercontinental Championship for the first time. I think we've heard a lot of WWE saying, you know, Bron Breakker is a main focus going into the Netflix era next year. So giving him a title run now early to see if he's capable of being that guy, of being the next generational talent in WWE. It's the perfect time. Sami Zayn, I'd love to see him win in Canada. I'm a big Sami Zayn fan. I love that guy. But my pick here has got to be Bron Breakker. They've been pushing him so hard, and I think it would just derail his whole momentum to lose to Sami Zayn in Toronto.
We thought that Chad Gable was going to be the one to take it off Sami, and he wasn't, and that was great. And I feel like that's the whole Chad Gable thing is on the back burner now because where Uncle Howdy has some poor problems with him, which is fantastic, and I love even more than seeing Chad Gable in the IC title picture because the Y6 are my favorite thing going right now, and I'm just I'm big on Chad Gable as of late. So, yeah. Anyways, rambling on about that, Bron Breakker needs to win this match because if he doesn't, it's just stupid. We've seen him destroy... spearing. I mean, this guy runs at the speed of light. It's insane. And I'm going to be real with you. I can't wait to have a few auras myself at Money in the Bank. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic match. It's definitely not going to be a squash match. I think Sami Zayn is... Yeah, no, he's so good at building up like young talents too. Like we've seen him have great matches with all these young stars throughout his career, and I think having this match between Sami Zayn is really going to be the start of everybody looking at Bron Breakker and saying, my God, isn't this guy phenomenal? Because we know his speed, we know his spear is amazing, but can we see a full 20-minute match of him being phenomenal, being that highlight, like a John Cena, like a Randy Orton, like a Batista? I think this is what we need to see out of him, and I think this is what, Triple H and WWE are looking to see out of Bron as well. Is he that guy, or do we need to look elsewhere into who is our main focus going in to the Netflix era? But I'm a big Bron fan. Hope he comes out on top here. 2 picks for Bron Breakker. We're looking pretty similar in our predictions so far. But we got what I'm assuming is going to be the main event, and that is Seth freaking Rollins versus Damian Preist for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Brady, I'm gonna throw it to you.
Well, this one has been on my mind all day, and it's mainly just because I'm getting to see Seth freaking Rollins live and in action. But I mean, this is a match that can go either way. And for the first time in what feels like a very long time, I'm stumped, man. You could flip a coin and say heads or tails on this one because you can make very good points for Damian Priest to keep the belt, and you can make very good points for Seth Rollins to win the belt. And then you got, as we kind of segued into earlier, you got Mr. Money in the Bank, who we believe is going to be Drew McIntyre. So, I mean, not even a coin, man. You got, like, the 3 heads right there. The three, it's crazy. But enough of my rambling once again. I think that between the two, I think there will be a clear winner. I think there will be some Finn interference, maybe. Maybe Finn comes out, helps Damian Priest win over Seth. And then that kind of like pisses off Damian Priest because, I don't need you, you need me. And all of this belittling Finn Balor, who, too sweet, always love for you, Finn. But, I think Finn might have enough, and he and JD, they just might start, who knows, kicking the hell out of Damian. And he don't need to not be in the Judgment Day because, he just got kicked out. And then, you know what? Boom! Here comes Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre wins clean. Nothing else happens. CM Punk is nowhere to be seen. Boom.
Yeah, you're pretty spot on with my prediction here, too. I think Damian Priest beats Seth Rollins in the first match by help from the Judgment Day. I don't think he
Yeah.
beats Seth Rollins clean.
No, he hasn't won a
Yeah.
match clean yet.
And then out of the blue, we see Finn and JD or whoever it is come out to celebrate with Preist, and then bang, Finn Balor bops him in the mouth, and you know they beat him up, and then we see Drew McIntyre come down with the briefcase. But this is where my prediction changes from you. I think we see CM Punk in Toronto. I think CM Punk comes out to try to cost Drew once again, but what does he run into? Finn and JD, who don't want Preist to be champion. They say he's changed since he's had the title. So they take out CM Punk so Drew McIntyre can win the title. That's my prediction for this match, but if we're counting on the board here, we're both picking Damian Priest to win the first match, and we're both banking on a Drew McIntyre cash in.
So get Damian Priest out of here.
It's pretty much the same prediction, but that's what it seems like is going to happen. It seems like that's what they're building up between Damian and Finn. A match between those guys probably at SummerSlam is what I'm predicting. It just seems like the Judgment Day, you know, it's coming to an end, coming to a close with Liv Morgan disrupting everything, with JD and Finn being new tag team champions. They don't really need the Judgment Day anymore. And Dominik Mysterio, I mean, he's Dominik Mysterio. I mean, he
got Liv. He's fine.
Exactly.
He's well off.
He can go to El Legado del Fantasma with Santos Escobar or something like that. But I think it's the end of the Judgment Day in Money in the Bank Toronto. Or not the end, but, you know, close to the end. But I'm excited for this pay-per-view. I know you are too, Brady. It's going to be a fun one to watch. But before we wrap it up, we always do this. We forgot to do it last time. We're doing it. We're doing celebrity appearance. Who do you got as a celebrity appearance for an extra point?
Right. Celebrity appearance, extra point. I'm gonna go with, this is just complete optimism. I'm gonna go with Anthony Starr, guy who plays Homelander on The Boys.
That would be awesome to see.
That would be so crazy. I would pop like a little guy.
Yeah, so our celebrity appearance, if you haven't seen these predictions before, it's like they gotta be shown on camera. They gotta be somehow involved within the production or the match or whatever. My pick, Brady, Austin Matthews from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that's... I'm banking that one. I'm putting that one in the bank because they just came out with an Austin 316 t-shirt for Austin Matthews. There's no way he's not there in Toronto, but I think it's going to be fun. Pay-per-view, I can't wait. You're obviously going to be there. You're leaving very soon. I mean,
very soon.
I'm going to give you the mic here just to get the fans juiced up here.
All right, guys. So we're going to Money in the Bank tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. We're going to Toronto tomorrow to go to SmackDown, to then go to Money in the Bank on Saturday. And, guys, I just have one question for y'all. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Because I'm so stoked, man. I cannot wait. I'm going to have my voice gone after SmackDown, and I'm going to be able to speak. So, lo and behold, God save the Queen for Saturday night when Money in the Bank hits. And L.A. Night comes on, and I'm, and I'm yelling so hard and so fast and furious that I lose my vision and everything. I'm so excited, guys. I hope you guys are just as pumped as I am, because this pay-per-view is going to be epic.
Dude, I'm so hyped for you to experience this, because I didn't really know what to expect when I went in Scotland, and it was the best experience of my life. I'm never going to any sporting event that isn't WWE anymore, because it was so much fun. The crowd was amazing, and I can't wait for you, and also Josh, who was on the channel, to experience this live and in person, because you're going to want to go to Royal Rumble, you're going to want to go to Wrestlemania, you're going to want to go to SummerSlam after watching this on Saturday, and Friday and Saturday in Toronto. But we know you guys are hyped. We want to hear your guys' predictions also down below in the comment section. We love reading through all your guys' comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure down below, hit that like button as well. It helps push these videos out to all the wrestling fans on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers before the end of Money in the Bank. So please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go down below and hit that subscribe button. It'll definitely be worth it, because we're going to be banging out banger content for you guys. If you want to check out a video we did yesterday, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, Casey, alongside my co-host, Brady. We'll catch you in the next one.